Hello Trailblazers and welcome back. We are going back to the Shanshou Lofu today to do the new Trailblaze mission, which will be fun. But first, we also have to do this quest which goes away in one day, basically. So we're gonna start that and hopefully it doesn't take too long, and then we'll do the Trailblaze mission. But I also want to check out the new character, Yun Li. I don't think I'm going to pull for her, purely because she doesn't interest me at the moment, which I might take this back and I might actually pull for her if I end up liking her in the quest. But we're going to try her out first, and then we're going to do that quick event. Oh. Automatically triggers blast counter when attacked. Possesses a powerful counter ability. Ooh, okay.
Intercepting sword technique.
She is adorable though. I'm actually so upset though that she's not a fire character, because her sword literally looks like it's on fire. She should definitely be a fire character. But I love her little crown and hair ornaments. She's kind of adorable. Okay, let's test her out.
Trouble now.
Oh, was that because I didn't attack first? That was actually really powerful.
What are you made of?
Why are they not fire weakness though? The enemy attacks in the next turn. Use ultimate now so that a powerful counter can be launched upon being attacked.
To earth.
Oh, okay.
Time for a shot.
So she's about to if the enemy's about to use a powerful attack, use her burst.
Nap time. Right on time. 1001. Fight is fun.
She's actually really strong.
Let's be friends.
Like, I'm not gonna kill her.
Not
because I want other characters. But her playstyle is actually really fun.
Just a little something. Think not enough. Thank you for your help. Yes, you!
Oh, her playstyle is actually really cool. I already love it. But unfortunately, Yun Li, I will not be pulling for you. Let's do this quest. Hang on. It looks like a photograph event. I'm hoping that I haven't left it too late, though, because you don't get much time to do it. We're back at the Lofu. Let's go. Let's go back and travel. and see our old friends.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
And see what Randolph's up to. Hello, Mystico. You may not know me, but I know all about you, which is really creepy, Randolph, so I would like some personal space. And who exactly are you? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Randolph. I am a Panaconian trainee dreamscape healer, training under Dr. Edward. Recently, I've been working hard to remove this trainee part from my title. I've heard about you from a number of friends in Panaconi, and I believe that you and I are quite similar. Are you as cool as I am, or as great a fighter? Because that's how you become similar to me. No, I think you misunderstand me. I just mean that we have interests in common. You and I are both bona fide trash can enthusiasts. He knows. How does he know that I am a trash can enthusiast? Well, I could tell that you were a man of fine taste then. I'm happy you approve. He said that just to get on our good side, honestly. Someone told him that's how you get on our good side. I don't think he's actually a trash can enthusiast. Searching for evidence that people once existed in a deserted land. I don't think there is anything else that greater satisfies the curiosity of the heart. So I have combined the passion of mine with my path in life and come to the Shanshou to complete my graduate research. Researching Sanshou's trash cans, they don't have any here. They have letters and deliveries you can look through. You could put it that way. However, my research target is actually psychological trash. I'm sure you've heard of Memoria before, right? Put simply, I need people to help me photograph, or should I say locate, the scattered Memoria floating amongst the Zhangzhou people. You mustn't underestimate the importance of such trace amounts of Memoria. Much as the contents of a trash can reflect the quality of life in a city, scattered Memoria reflects various indicators of mental states in people. It has outstanding value for medical research. Having finished his explanation, Randolph pulls out his phone to show you some pictures and videos. At first, the images just seem to show regular street scenes and interactions. However, there's a familiar and unexpected figure among the crowd. A trash can? Precisely. The undervalued psychological fragments of people, Memoria roaming the streets and alleys. I've developed an imaging program that makes these scattered Memoria clumps visible to your camera lens using the physical form we both love most. So, Mr. Go, this is the simple and joyous task ahead of us. Pick up your camera, roam the streets and alleys of the Zhangzhou and snap up pictures of these trash cans for me. Once the marking of scattered Memoria is complete, I will begin the capture work and carry out research on the Memoria of the Zhangzhou people. Is this even legal? Of course it's legal. The Zhangzhou people don't give a hoot about this kind of spiritual dandruff. There's no way they'd make legislation to protect it, so there's no way my research would be forbidden. Sorry, Mystical, I've been talking your ear off all this time. Would you like to give it a try for yourself? I'll give it a shot, I suppose. Just... So, yes, I can do it multiple times, I think. I'm hoping I can do it multiple. Use Randall's photo-taking app to create as many trash cans to the modeling crowd at the Alchemy Commission as possible. How does this work? Oh. Move the camera crosshairs. When the crosshair is overlapping with the trash can, press the camera button to take a picture. Different qualities of trash can will give different scores. Take as many pictures of trash cans as possible and complete the stage objective. Oh, okay. Photo shoot failed? What do you mean? Oh, like that, okay. It's weird that we're moving but not moving. Oh, I didn't mean to do it, I'm sorry. It feels like I'm looking too little. Look at this guy. This dude strolling out the house. Gold trash cans will perform a special action. Take the picture during the special action to obtain action capture scores. Okay, cool. I want to get that guy. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, I have to be at a different angle. They're very buff, these trash cans. I'm gonna be honest. This guy is clearly home, drunk from a day out. Oh, hello. So it looks like the silver ones like have actions, so they might disappear or they might just randomly appear. Oh, I almost missed that one. Too busy looking elsewhere. I wish I could go faster. Oh! It kind of reminds me of that one Mario Party game where you have to count all the Koopas. Not Koopas. The Goombas. And you just have to keep pressing every time you see one. Oh wait, I was supposed to do that when he was doing action. And the repeat shot doesn't count. I'm sorry. I still got 3 trophies. So it's all good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that again. What? Where did that guy come from? Feels like they get pushed down. Is that the end? That's the end. Photo shoot concluded. Exit. What does it mean capture 2 out of 3? What does that mean? Some fine photos, my friend. My last assistant had an insatiable quirk. They spent so long fiddling with the composition and lighting that when they finally picked up the camera, they weren't able to capture anything. Before I send you out for more sampling, I'm going to try and store the scattered memoria. I need to test whether containment is possible. Alright, Mystical, if you have time again in the future, remember to come and find me. Okay. Mystical, you came! Do you want to help me photograph some memoria today? As before, send the location to me once you get the pictures and leave the containment work to me. I have to say, finishing my research in time for the deadline is no longer a crazy pipe dream now that I have you to help me. My stomach was starting to hurt from the stress. Let's begin. What is the rewards exactly? Because it said 2 out of 3. Okay. Won 3 trophies, so I just need to win, yeah, all the trophies to get all the rewards. Very nice. Where are we today? Central Starskiff Haven. Oh, we're going the opposite way. I don't like this. I just wish we went faster. Oh, there's a guy back there. There we go. What are you doing in there? Okay, I need to remember to wait for him to do the action. Where are we going? Are we just rotating? Because this is like the end of the road. I feel like those kids there definitely know that there's a trash can. Oh, I almost missed that one. I wasn't looking in the right direction. But I feel like those kids over there definitely know there's a trash can standing right beside them. Oh, they're up before I even saw it. Some trash cans will rise to staircases and some will fall from the sky. I know some fall from the sky. Oh, but like sky so that we don't actually catch them. Are any of these pictures good? Does this guy even like the pictures I'm taking? Oh, is that a good shot? I feel like that was a good captures. 3 out of 3. See, fantastic. Thank you so much, Mystical. These pictures will make collecting and containing the memoria so much easier. What is scattered memoria? How should I explain this? I'm sure you must have tried Soul Glad before, right? It's Penacoli's signature soda. I'll try and use that as a comparison. No matter how tightly a soda bottle is sealed, some gas will leak out after the bottle has been lying around for too long. Similarly, human thoughts produce tiny amounts of memoria, but they are so diluted that they are almost completely negligible. Penaconian therapists have long preferred going deep into the dreamscape to research concentrated memoria. However, I don't believe in this practice. The trash that people cast aside still has value. People just don't know how to make use of it. I plan to begin by studying the scattered memoria of the long-life species to broaden the study of psychological therapy. Perhaps there will come a day when I will be able to unveil the secret behind what the Shanshu people call the Maristruck. Either way, Mystico, if you have time in the future, remember to come back and see me again.
From inside the pines.
Ah, Mystico, perfect timing! I just got a stomachache and thought of you. As soon as I thought of you, you appeared. It's like that Shanshu saying, 2 hearts beating as one. I'm counting on you for more photos again today. Is that us halfway done? This is the halfway point. Where? Oh, I didn't even check where we are. Oh, we're over here. The little fish bones that are out the trash can's mouth look like they're like smoking a blunt. That's probably meant to be like that. But I just noticed when the lids are closed, it actually looks like it. Oh, we're going forward. There's gonna be one appearing over here. In the bushes. Oh, hello. Oh, there's another one. It's kind of cool seeing them inside, like, the shops. That guy is clearly not having a good day. I still don't know if that trash can that rolled down the stairs is okay. Did it get back up or is it still rolling? It's rolling forever. I don't know which one I got. That was close. I almost didn't notice that one running. I need to stop looking it back. Because I will end up missing a trash can. Oh, there's one up there as well. I think that's the last one. It looks like the bar's full. Yeah, we're done. Oh, I'm really dead. Looks like I didn't miss any. Yeah, 3 out of 3, yeah. Perfect run. Thank you so much, Mr. Go. These pictures will make collecting and containing the memorial much easier. Why do you grade them bronze, silver, and gold? Oh, you noticed? Having a fellow enthusiast notice my train of thought makes me so happy. From gold to bronze, the brighter the colour, the more concentrated the scattered memorial is. I figured that catching sight of a bright and shining gold trash can after a long day of working yourself to the bone would be a wonderful feeling. I should mention that I found the material for the trash cans in one of Dr. Edward's dream bubbles. I've got no idea where they came from, so I took them and used them for myself. It seems there are more people out there that share our enthusiasm, my friend. You're repurposing assets? I'm a student. I don't have much money. If I can repurpose them, then I will. Either way, Mr. Go, if you have time, remember to come back and see me. I just noticed that this guy does not have a GUI. I think from the angle, it looked like he had like a little hair. Yeah, but it's just the chin. I had noticed when he was talking to me that he has a bare face. He is just a blonde guy. Mr. Go, you're just in time. I've sent the record data to Dr. Edward. This looks pretty good. Those were his own words. This is great news. That means I managed to get the budget I spent back. Anyway, I'm counting on you for data collection again today. And where are we today? Alchemy Commission. Ooh. I love the little details next to it. Oh, and the heliobi holding up them. Oh, yeah, heliobi. Oh, I was like, what am I taking a picture there? I didn't even realize that the side crane was on one. The little deer chasing it! That's adorable. And of course they disappear. Oh hey, the deer got in the way. What a flex. Is there one? Yeah. So I'm getting used to where they're gonna spawn. Oh, this one up there. I almost missed that one. That's a sneaky place to have one. Finally got one where it was flexing. Whenever I see it do that action, I just click it and hope for the best. Oh. And then, yeah, this one, I'm glad it's rolling over. Oh wait, is it dating rolling it over? Oh, I love it. That is cute. I love the added datings that they added to this round. 3 out of 3. Perfect. So I must have just, because I didn't get the gold trash cannon in action when I first, in the first day first, it just never counted as getting all 3. And that's why it said 2 out of 3. Anyway, thank you so much, Mystical. These pictures will make collecting and containing the memorial much easier. Why are you scattering all this scattered memorial? For research, of course. I want to use my research in scattered memorial to find a treatment method for dehumanization, being Mara-struck. I found records on being Mara-struck when I was researching for materials in the library and grew curious. I've been working on this research topic for the past few years, and according to the materials I have so far, it is not just the unique physiologically of the Zhanzhou people that plays a decisive role in the development of Mara, but their memories and emotions as well. If I can find a cause of the illness and the psychological crash, then there is hope for the development of the cure. I bet Dr. Edward never would have imagined that I got this inspiration while trash can diving. Either way, Mystical, if you have time, remember to come back and see me again. I think I believe him about being a trash can enthusiast. Mystical, you're here! The last shoot was extremely successful, and we're almost at our projected target sample number. Thanks to you, my stomach ache is almost gone. I may have to ask you to help me go and photograph some more scattered memorial for now. Day 5? Aurum Alley. Were we not already here? In a different bit. It must have been in a different bit. Okay. I'm doing it. Did I get that one on the roof? Can't remember if I did. Did I get this photo one? No, I didn't. Just wasn't lighting up. I thought I got the photo already. Oh, that one was close. I almost missed that one completely. I forgot they can fall into the space. There's going to be one in a star skiff, isn't there? There we go. Oh, this one I have. There we go. Okay. Oh, is that it? I think I missed one then. I missed one bronze one. Okay. Which is fine, I still get all the points. Thank you so much, Mystico. These pictures will make collecting and containing the memorial much easier. Does Memori really have a connection to being Mara-struck? If this were back then, when we had just met, I would have told you absolutely. But if I'm truly honest, my answer is I don't know. You don't even know? Don't sound so disappointed. Science is a meticulous profession. One has to bravely set hypotheses and carefully confirm them. This is a hypothesis that I myself suggested, so naturally it falls upon me to find a way to prove it. I have been on the Zhenxiu Lofu for some time now, and I have a rough understanding of the endless existence of long-life species. Many of them repeat the same life patterns over and over, like samples encased in amber. Although they repeat their way of life, the worries and pressures of life come in endless forms. Imagine for a second that you have spent 100 years working to write official documents, enduring pressure from superiors and friction with colleagues. Sooner or later, these pent-up emotions will transform one's mind and heart into an enclosed trash can, filled with emotion like worry and fear with no chance of release. I plan to analyze the memoria we have created and see if the emotions present within it have a connection with being Mara-struck or not. Unfortunately, I still lack the permission to meet with a Mara-struck patient, so all I can do for now is conduct research on the streets. Alright, thank you for listening to my rambling, Mystico. If you have spare time, remember to come and see me.
I'm scared, sir.
Are you okay? She is terrified. What is she terrified of? I'm sorry, I was speaking to Randolph over here, and I just couldn't take my eyes off her, because she's clearly terrified of something. Is it this pole? Are you scared of this pole? Or is it the starscapes flying over you? Because that is really dangerous. Anyway, Randolph, I'm back. Sorry, that took so long. Hey, Mystico, great news. Thanks to your help, my research data is almost complete. If the research is successful, it will be a huge help to the Zhenxiu people. As for you, my friend, I would never deny you the payment I promised for your invaluable assistance. But first, let's take care of the final photography session. Let's begin. Final day. Let's make sure the perfect day has the perfect achievements and we get all... Oh, we're going the different way. I don't like this already. Oh, hello. Were you sitting down there? Whenever there's no trash cans, I always expect there to be one random one that just pops up. Goodbye. What flexes? I keep picking up because I don't want to miss a single one. What kind of... we're flying. The Trailblazer can't fly. Oh my god! I hadn't been expecting it to kick that random one. I just missed that one. I missed that one. I heard it falling. And I just... oh, it's because I was always looking over here. I have to look over here. Or is that it? That's it. Yeah. I missed that. That is bad. I missed that bronze one that was just staring at my face. We still got the 3 trophies though, so I'm not upset. But it just sucks that I missed the perfect shoot. Misko, I really don't know how to thank you. The data collection is almost complete. It's time to get started on my thesis. What are your plans from here? I bought a ship ticket back to Penacony, but I will be around the Lofu for a while before I return. You can come and see me whenever you like. From here, it's just endless experiments and thesis writing until the deadline. It may be a long time until I can go trash can diving again, which is a real shame. Definitely a trash can enthusiast. I'm saying, I'm sorry I doubted him. Misko, as a fellow enthusiast, you must take on my share of the trash can diving too. May you enjoy your wildest fan-trashies. Fan-trashies. Let's see what Dr. Edward is saying. Greetings, esteemed Miss Mystico. I've heard that you've assisted Randolph with data collection. On behalf of myself, I would like to express my most sincere gratitude. I believe Randolph has rewarded you accordingly, but this is also a part of my gratitude and sincerity. I hope you'll be satisfied. Thanks to your work, I've already submitted the proposal to the family for review and recorded your name in the assistance column. Finally, please allow me to express my deepest gratitude for your assistance with the store. Thank you.
I'm scared, sir.
Well, that event did not take long at all. Look at this. I can claim all the Stellar Jade now. It's nice just hearing the sound of collecting it. Ooh. Event finished. I loved it. I can claim this as well. Next thing is we will now finally start the Trailblaze continuance mission thing. which I'm excited for. Let's see. Where are we going? We go to the Astral Express. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly. As always, if you haven't seen this event or played through this event yourself, I would recommend doing it to avoid all spoilers. But if you're happy to watch, continue watching. Let's get into it. You have an interstellar message. Please check it promptly.
Phew.
What does it say?
What's up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. About going to the next moon, going to the Zhenzhou again.
It's been a while, my friends
Jing
on the
Yuan.
Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going?
It's going, definitely.
Soon, the Xianzhou Law Fu will be holding the Luminary Wardance. Those who have aided the Law Fu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Well, trailblazing is all about having fun. I'm still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity. No. Trailblazing is all about fun. I would happily go to the Zhenzhou Lofu.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go.
Blast? Expedition?
Yeah, wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the express?
Oh, yeah, someone has to stay behind. Sorry, March.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Oh, I love that joke. But generally, Friday and Saturday shouldn't be that bad. I'm just saying, they would definitely join the party and have fun. It's Monday you need to worry about.
The Xianzhou Law Fu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the Wardance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
Yeah, but we know that Zhenzhou, so it's fine.
No need to worry. The Wardance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop.
That is true.
With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lafu.
That's not what she means. I don't think.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony.
That is true. Himiko knows what's up. Nanashi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're well.
So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron Mei and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
Good. So the kids can go have some fun.
What do you two think?
Sounds great. Let's split into groups.
I don't hear any objections.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Lafu.
It is the new story. It's the new Trailblaze continuance story with all the new characters that we have yet met. Okay, well, what are you saying?
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Have a safe trip, you two.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs.
Yeah. Thank you, Himiko. Himiko is so mother, bringing us back fossils like that. What are you doing, Welt? Exactly. Nothing. Let's discuss stuff.
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
Oh.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Wait, that's so sweet. Dong Hung still sees Jing Yuan as an old friend. Or at least knows that they were old friends. That's kind of sweet.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
So here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7th. Yeah, what memories? Care to spill the details?
Well, it's nothing too poetic. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived at the Xianzhou ship. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
That's a good one.
Quite unusual, I must say.
Definitely unusual.
I agree.
Oh, got a message from Yangqing. Bisco, I saw the Skyfaring Commission notice that the Express has docked on the Shenzhou. Are you guys ready on? Are you guys on the Luofu already? Just got to the Starscape Haven. Ha! The General sent me to welcome you all at Starscape Haven. See you in a bit.
Is
It does seem a little bit crowded.
There's
I was
so
just
many
here as
people
well.
Here. I can barely hear anything.
I just noticed that I
Yanqing
don't have
said
the right
General
team.
Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
You could be anywhere.
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
Let me just quickly change my team. That's not right. What order do I have this in? I think that's the right order that I usually have it in. But yes, I saw that the whole Astral Express except Himiko are imaginary. And you didn't have to... I really hope that Himiko doesn't get Honkai Impact. That did, but I hope she ends up becoming an imaginary character too, even though that's probably unlikely. I just hope nothing bad happens to her. This entire Skyfaring Commission has been working around the clock. And damn, they are all excited for this festival.
Hey, you guys, hold on a moment.
There's tourists.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
A little bit.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh.
We just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Lofu?
You've come to the right people. Why don't you ask the locals? We're also tourists.
Did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Lafu. It's so boring here.
Ha!
Damn.
Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
I'm pretty sure I'm the same with my own hometown. It's like, yeah, there's nothing to do at all. But tourists will find a way to find things interesting.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the Wardance. And that's why we're here too. Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I don't know.
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lafu fighter jet.
Oh, is that the ring? So it's even larger than a regular star skiff?
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the Wardance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here.
Am I?
Give them some suggestions.
Why not visit Aurum Alley? Aurum Alley is quite good. Skill God's Waterscape seems too dangerous. And so does the Ambrosio Arbor. Yeah, visit... What's Fextro Garden? Is that the haunted place? What's Aurum Alley? It's a safe bet.
The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
Everyday vibe. Yeah, our clients have had their fair share of adrenaline-pumping dreamscapes. Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the Aurum Alley to gather materials. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a couple of days.
I just want to remind you that this is not a dream, so be careful, because if you die here, you actually die.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Yanqing!
Really? Let's go catch up with him! Quite a different experience looking down on Star.
Oh, he's all the way over
There
here.
you are. Everyone, this way.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, everyone. It's been a while.
Sure has.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been up since we last saw you. But Yanqing, are you?
What?
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Is he a bit taller? He looks the same size.
We've only been away for a few months.
Yeah, you're definitely tall. Long time no see, Yanqing. Cautiously, I wanna pinch his cheek.
Huh? What are you doing?
Sorry, but after our
Oh, your
previous
voice.
adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
I just wanted to pinch his cheek because he's adorable. He's an adorable little nugget. Not because I was suspicious of who he is. This is not a dream, remember.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou,
I'm surprised.
the
I'm
first person
surprised
who
the
greeted us
Trailblazer
was-
is speaking. But the first person was Ting Yun, who I didn't really like. So he's just glad she's out of the way, honestly. Like, honestly, I'm not that fussed. I shouldn't be suspicious.
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
But that's actually a good point. It's not just dreams that people shape you. Sparkle is a good example of someone who tends to be people as well. I hope Sparkle isn't here at all. That would be a horrible
Seriously?
vacation.
I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Zhenzhou Zhuming?
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knights' armaments.
Oh,
The
interesting.
Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General
No,
wants
you
to
keep
catch up with you
talking.
at the Palace of Astral.
Not much.
He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
What's happening? Is there a fight? Is it Memoria kicking in?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
Just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
It's like whatever you feel will happen, happens.
We'll go with you.
Doesn't sound good. Oh! Uh-oh. Right in the city center.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
You go, Yanqing. Enemies with the smack can enter the moon rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger moon rage. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the moon rage state. At the same time, a moon rage countdown appears on the action order. When the countdown turns begin, moon rage is spread across all enemy units.
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This ends now.
Ill fate descends! Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion. May as well kill them all.
I'll see you off.
I weep for the departed.
Here we go. After all, let's just take them out right now. Boom. Easy stuff. Oh.
Not good.
That one's getting away. Get away here! I didn't expect to see her so soon.
Thanks for the help.
She stole your.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could
She
you
stole
give me
your
back my...
sword. She's off. Is that the first meeting? Does he not know who she is? Where did she go? She was so cool.
Wait, my sword! Let's just get down to business first. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
And find out who that girl was. Because where'd she go?
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Okay. This guy is clearly not okay. My hand on the other hand. Oh, my head on the other hand.
Who's in charge here?
Ooh.
I need some answers.
This guy is old.
It's my fault.
Not really, he's not really old.
We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the Wardance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borison prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu-Ming's diplomatic vessel.
The Zhu-Ming? What?
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison just before arriving, and the Zhu-Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borison pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borison near the Luofu, and the Zhu-Ming envoys saved them? This sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. Juming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
As you should.
It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March.
Ooh.
The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
I know, the kobolds, right? What is a kobold? I know that's a reference to something. And that is annoying me that I don't know. I'm just quickly searching it up. It's a mythical sprite. I feel like there's a saying with kobolds, but oh well. Did you call them the Borison?
Yeah, those
See,
werewolf
because I'm going to be
monsters are
smart,
known as
and I'm not going to
Borison.
be a smart ass.
They are
to a kid.
abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting
Is
down
he
the
going
Borison?
after Yinli?
Thank you, but it's no big deal.
He's off to get his sword back.
By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
So when Cloud Knights get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
It shouldn't, no. This guy is suspicious. He's watching us go. Look at him.
Sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
He's got a scar on his face. I wonder what caused that. But he's a suspicious fella, especially with like glare at the end. Suspicious.
Success.
Did I just get 50 Stellar for just doing the beginning? Damn, I forget. They're more generous. Are they more generous? Than Genshin? I know Genshin give you like 60 Primal Gems overall. which is changing for the Archon quest, which you get 500, which is a crazy amount. I'm going in here. No one's stopping me.
It's been a long journey, Elder Huayan. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Hi, Jing Yuan! Did you miss us? I dreamed about you on Penacony. Yeah, technically we did, because he appeared. So I'm gonna say that. You arrived with reinforcements.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend.
Oh.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
Hello.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's an honor to meet you. Match, say
It's
it.
my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the lawful, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jing Yuan?
You talked about us?
Who helped you with
It's
the
the girl.
unusual Arbor crisis?
Yun Li. She's here.
Indeed. There's Dan Heng, March 7th, and her.
And me.
Without their help, I'm afraid the Law Fu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Law Fu and will attend the Wardance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Oh?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Law Fu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming Wardance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Oh, she's ready to fight. But I like how Yanqing looked to Jing Yuan. Like, is it okay that you talk about me when the guests are here? Like, Yanqing could have answered himself. He was surprised.
Great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yun Li.
Oh! She's his apprentice.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh.
Oh. You two already know
Yeah,
each other?
she stole his sword.
Guess we don't need any introductions.
Give
then.
it back.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh. There's some attitude in his voice right now.
Now Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
There's definitely something in his voice when he speaks to her.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
What?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Oh, dang, she wants a fight.
As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yunli. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Luofu's sword masters.
What did you just say?
There's drama on the Luofu today, and I am absolutely loving it. I'm eating this up. I love these two kids arguing like this. I love to see it.
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
That's a little too far though, Yunli.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel.
Why
now.
aren't the adults stepping in to stop this?
Yang Qing.
Thank you, Jing Yuan.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yan Qing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship, most notably the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, I must say she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yan Qing.
Yeah,
It's better to make friends than
apologize.
enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
Come on, Jing Yuan, talk to me more. Why can't I talk to you? Why can't I only talk to Huayan? Ah.
I'm sorry for Yang Qing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yan Qing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the Wardance because I want to broaden her horizons.
And what do you have to say, Yun Li?
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier.
Is she talking to herself?
But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
Oh, she does not have a good impression of Yang Qing. Glad to meet you, Miss Yun Li.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
I'm just a tourist attending the ceremony. Can outsiders participate in the war dance as well?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders.
Oh.
If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself.
Maybe I should take part then.
Sounds tempting, doesn't it?
What's the flame wheel octet that the general spoke of?
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
And why aren't you coming with us? Aren't you coming with us? Come with us. Come on.
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yan Qing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
Oh, he shouldn't have said you stole his sword, but you did take his sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different.
Yeah, definitely.
Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry, so he can forget about it for now.
You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation on your scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yang Qing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own, her whereabouts unknown. Oh no, Yun Li, come back! I'm sorry that Yang Qing isn't that nice.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan.
What's that supposed to be, mean, Match? What's that supposed to mean?
That General Huayan, he looks so thin and scraggy.
I think Match is being ageist right now.
Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huayan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Juming.
There appears to be more than meets the eye. Why does he look so old? I'm not gonna say that.
Do you find it strange? Do Xianzhou people age? I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship.
That's true.
And when I
That's
do,
because they're immortal.
usually travelers.
That's the whole point of them. think you want to say
Good
Zhenzhou
question.
native.
He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Dang, he's teasing much.
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yanqing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
Let's go.
Let's wait and see.
Oh, that's wait. Lo Shao said we should wait and see, so we should not go. What are we waiting for? Okay. My bad. My bad, Yang
This is
Jing.
the report Qing Zhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Is this some kind of test from the general?
Well,
What's
it's
happening?
not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Let's go. Let's go to the inn. Do we actually get to go inside?
It is the Law Fu's honor
Important
to have you in
matters.
attendance at the Wardance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jing Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives.
Are you sure?
However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember
Who's the
when you
Yao
accepted
Qing
this
general?
position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you.
Specifically for him? Oh.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
Strikes like lightning. Quick.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
New characters! This is the new guy that comes out next banner.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
Is this the old voice actor? I'm assuming this is the old voice actor that's speaking. Don't know how I feel about this.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter General.
Retainers.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, What could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
She's enjoying the sights. How good for her.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jing Yuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Oh no. I was just getting to know these new characters and now we're going away.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
I'll go get it back for you.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Yes, definitely. But he's kind of always reserved a little bit. He's always kind of like that though.
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhu Ming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
Oh.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The Wardance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more.
Something else is afloat. And it's not just the ship.
Maybe they've come to hold Jing Yuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jing Yuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
Now we can vouch for Jing Yuan though.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
So he didn't actually want us here for the war dance? How dare he? He's using us for backup.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Yeah, trouble it always starts up.
Excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Heng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
You're just a kid. You can be naive.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
Always. Please, March, just keep quiet.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment.
Hey, that's not what she meant at all.
Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
March, you're not very good at this whispering thing. You kind of just yelled it.
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them.
We have.
Right?
We have dealt with a few. Yeah, rag all you want, but don't drag me into this. You're a real master of conversation. Stop. I don't want to end up in a IPC lawsuit. You're a real master of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Are you being sarcastic?
I wonder what happens if you press that option twice.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
Where are we going? All the way to over here? What a trip just to meet up with people. But this is... No, it's not.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
There's trouble over there.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
I think we have.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable
We have dealt with this guy before. But we got rid of him. What's he doing back here?
But straight up snatching IPC cargo? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
Ooh. Get him. Bark him, Conching. I probably said his name wrong.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance.
This guy is suspicious.
Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
That's not gonna work. This guy is a Karen. He's like, give me your general instead of give me your manager. Did I just hear a dog barking? Because we made him
Who are you calling
bark.
a dog? Wait. Why are you here?
We made him bark like a dog.
Staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's
Yeah.
caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
No, IPC definitely
Looks like
caused
you've
it.
met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikui. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lawfu before? Why did you come back?
Why did you come back is a good question, Match.
Like
I thought I
wanted to
got rid
come
of you
back.
for good.
I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you a million times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Nuh-uh. Not true at all.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Law Fu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
She got you there.
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
Yeah, probably.
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade.
Yeah, he is.
Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Scott.
I heard how you helped R. O'Malley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
Right. Let's do this. Let's convince him.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Let me talk to him. Mr. Scott, I would like you to step over here whilst I do a routine check on you. And then we can get these lovely people to check your cargo. Okay, at the end of a negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponent, it is considered a successful negotiation, otherwise it is deemed a failure, obviously. During the negotiation progress, if either party's morale drops to 0, the negotiation immediately ends. Your negotiation choices will lead to different outcomes which can either increase or decrease your morale. As you make choices, the negotiation progresses until the number of negotiation rounds drops to 0, at which point the negotiation ends. During your negotiation turn, you can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiation techniques to help you succeed. Here you can view your opponent's information. If you're unsure what to choose, click to view. Okay, let's try this.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Okay, yes, good.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Make proposal from the legal perspective. Start by making him feel uncomfortable. Using King's identity to intimidate him. Remind him of his embarrassing past.
Back in Arum Alley, you were dealing with civilian merchants where you could use the IPC's name to scare them.
But we have Yang Qing on our side.
But this time, the Cloud Knight Lieutenant standing before you represents the will of Law Fu's general and won't be intimidated by your words.
Of course. I'm sure we both want a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I want things to be resolved peacefully, but aren't we getting stuck in rigid formalities here? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Just skip the reasoning part and resort to good old violence. Yeah, we're not doing that. Assure him that you will proceed with caution, pay with compensation. You wish. The Skyfaring Commission can pay compensation, I guess.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express... I mean, the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission. Yeah, they will compensate you. Provided a detailed report of the damage is submitted.
We're doing well.
I don't doubt the financial strength of the Skyfaring Commission. However, this is not just about money.
Oh yeah?
Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Assure him your extensive connections. It's time to escalate the issue. Try to resolve this according to essential regulations. Try to resolve this according to IPC regulations. Damn, okay, I've got a lot of connections.
Pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What's all this nonsense?
That did not go well. That one did not go well.
You couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
What? I wish. No, I don't wish. I don't wish. I'm not like that with Dr. Ratio.
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
The Shenzhou people are just following their own rules. Try to bribe him. Talk about his unpromising career prospects. Swallow your pride and beg him. Talk about his unpromising career prospects.
I understand that you're trying to stick to the IPC regulations, and that's commendable, Mr. Scott. But what you fail to see is that this argument is tarnishing the IPC's reputation on the Cienjo.
Yeah.
If this conflict with the Skyfaring Commission escalates, it won't just make things difficult for your business, but it'll also have an impact on your career down the line.
Of course, I never wanted conflict with the Cienjo. Like I said, all I wanted was to retrieve the cargo and be done with it, but they just refused to let us go.
I win. I messed up once, but I did pretty well the other time.
How to argue your case? Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Oh.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Who is this?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Who is this?
Could she be?
Could she be who?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo
Cauldron
Jumei.
Master.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
No.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object?
Who is
Not
this
only
person?
This sample, but all the
Where did
goods
she
on
come
the
from?
transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we
like
could
him.
have
I do not
sidestepped
like
that
him.
altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Oh.
According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
47 star calendar years? That's a long time, I think.
Only 47 years?
See, I thought she was against her, but I guess she's on our side.
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Thanks, bro.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Bro, just do the inspection.
He then questioned that I called him bro. He had his priorities to call that woman annoying.
It's really something else.
Who is she? Oh.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Uh-oh.
Turn it off.
Can she fight too? Of course she can fight. All playable characters can fight. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the caster of Terror Grip once can dispel Terror Grip. When Terror Grip ends, if the caster of Terror Grip is not attacked or dispel Terror Grip, then the attacked ally will fall into the terrified state and be unable to perform actions. All I get from that is Terror Grip. Like, that was a lot of Terror Grip.
Repent!
Oh, this is like the perfect team for this enemy. I like when that works out. When it all works out.
Dead return!
Ill fate descend! Free will, or was it still waters of oblivion?
You chose the
I
wrong
weep
enemy.
for the departed. It too shall fall. Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Bye. Oh, so close.
Destiny isn't chosen.
Enters new range state.
Beneath the water lies an endless abyss. Another journey begins. May as well kill them all.
There we go. Destroyed.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Oh?
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Oh, maybe.
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this.
Good idea.
According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
Everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
So miniature, so cute, so young. He is an adorable child. Look at him. Young?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
Thank you.
It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Yes, I guess. I guess we have to. I guess we are. Let's go get some tea.
I'm here to pay my respects.
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Linksha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers.
Oh!
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
No, not at all.
Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar.
Oh, I guess that in that case,
Just
yeah.
like you, Don Hung. I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the Ambrosial Arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Why such a serious topic all of a sudden? We can't just make wild speculations about these things, Miss Lingsha. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea? She's spilling the tea. She's giving us the gossip.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha.
Dong Heng has a piece of advice. What is your wisdom, Dong Heng?
The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu.
Oh.
And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
So she's bitter.
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
I don't think that's the case. I don't know. I just don't trust her. I just have a bad feeling about this character. Like, we were suspicious of Yang Qing being himself. We should be suspicious of whoever this is. Like, who is she? What is she doing here? What's up with this? She looks very suspicious. Look at this face. This is the face of someone suspicious. She's trying to show up drama.
Why is your face turning pale, Yan Qing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! Ugh, I've been waiting ages for you.
Yuli!
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Immediately, her face dropped when she noticed that we were also here. Or at least that Yanqing was here.
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
They've met. They've met.
What a small world. You stole my sword. Give it back.
Suspicious! She did a sneaky smile.
Skip the introduction part then.
She wants them to go against each other.
Why do I keep bumping into you?
I don't know why, but she's
Are you
suspicious.
stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really
The sword
expect me
ran
to
away
believe
from
that
you.
nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
Fine! You don't have to give it back because I'll take it back myself!
Maybe I should call the general on this one, guys. So to be young and a twin of impulse.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
We are adults. We should not be, promoting the children to fight like this. We should stop them.
Get ready to separate them.
Thank you, Dong Hung. We need an adult in the group.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
Oh.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her
They're
out.
trying to one-up each other. I love it. I love this dynamic going on.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so
Exactly,
sweet and
Lingsha
caring.
gets it.
So then, shall we get going?
Let's go. Let's go.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Within an hour?
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Oh, okay. I don't know if this is the right team for this.
Ugh. Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
Oh, let's go. Oh, this is cool. When Yunli takes action, she will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. The number of enemies defeated by Yangqing and Yunli is recorded here, which is really cool to see.
Strike the park! What do you want to know?
Ill fate descends!
For oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Sorry, Yunli, but you don't have Akron on your team.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Oh, Yunli. You wounded me.
Nothing major.
Time for swordplay. Bladed flight.
Oh, she took them all out.
Destiny isn't chosen. Free will, or was it fate? Still waters uplift. Again.
How many can you block?
I'll see you off.
Ill tidings manifest. That's half the work. Just for oblivion. Retribution will find you.
I just feel like if I go for that one, I'm gonna go for this one anyway. It's too easy. But it makes sure that I actually defeat it. Oh. Stop that. Your knee's bleeding.
Eternal sleep. The dead
return!
Ill fate descends. Beneath the water lies an endless abyss. I weep for the departed. It is my fault.
Is that it? Is it good?
Time for swordplay.
I like how I said that Yumi doesn't have Acheron, but
free will, or was it fate?
Yumi has Yunli, so
still water.
She still one-shots people.
How many can you block?
What do you want to know? Ill tidings manifest.
Hey. Is it just rounds? Because I don't see a time on this.
Just for oblivion.
I can breathe easy again.
Repay. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
A one-time enemy.
I weep for the departed.
One shot.
It too shall fall.
Boom. Who won? Did I win? I won. I have to win. Yangqing win.
I win, Monsieur.
Yeah! Let's go.
You got lucky.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of like, it was time.
Apologize and then go
cry your eyes out to your grandpa.
That was too far.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Yeah, she got a point.
If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Oh. Is this gonna be a fight between them? Cinematic fight? Look at them go. Almost took my head off, Yang Jing. One sword? That was cool. Hello? Hello?
Well fought, my young friends.
Oh, she's here. She's the person who I'm saving up to pull for. Which is why I'm not pulling for Yun Li. She is here. She is gorgeous. Hello, nimble foxian lady.
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Oh.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the Wardance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the Wardance's ring?
Ooh.
That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yun Li and we were just sparring.
You guys definitely had grudges.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Because you'd be right.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao.
Fei Xiao?
She's so pretty.
Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
Great General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it.
Oh, she's modest, kind of.
I heard there's a dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
She winked at us. She is. Oh, I love her. I just met her and I already love her. But the lacking general just isn't working. It just sounds like you lack things. Sounds like you lack spirit, lack stuff. So it's not exactly the type of title you would give yourself.
Sounds much better, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive.
It does not sound
Now that the
impressive.
sparring
I'm sorry to
session is
say.
over, Yanqing and Yun Li, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
how she apologizes? Now,
Calm
I
your
got my sword
spirits,
back.
young
I should
Jing.
report to the seat of
It's
divine
okay.
foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fishao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Feixiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we
She
call
asked.
it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Ooh. Her retainers have arrived.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
Oh, okay.
The might
She's
of an army
judging.
dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
Oh no, don't be
The
enemies.
longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
What condition does she have?
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that
this
the
is
rest
pretty.
of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I
Oh no.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Are we gonna watch her die? What condition does she have?
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
I like how that's what Mo's picked up.
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome.
She is. Match gets it. Match knows she's so awesome.
I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
Yeah, those moves were fabulous. The general is totally something else. Oh yeah, Xianzhou swordplay is really good. Like, really, really good. Yeah, those moves were fabulous
I
indeed.
agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was talking about Yanqing, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about Fei Xiao this time, Dong Hong. See, Yanqing, I've got your back. I've got your back if no one else does.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up.
What about me?
And I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside.
He's got
With
a point.
that mindset,
He's got a point.
you can prevail against most challengers.
You're strong for a kid,
Thanks for the advice, Master Dan.
and you have plenty of time
By
to
the way,
improve.
now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something important, you say?
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Oh, we've got some achievements to claim. Let's do that real quick. When two blades meet, witness the battle for supremacy between Yanqing and Yun Li. At its core, diplomacy is the clash of words and wit. Convince the IPC specialist using your own speechcraft. An open cargo is not so different from an open casket. Defeat Howling Casket, the IPC's dangerous cargo. And then, in a single battle, have Yun Li trigger Intuit Call for 3 times. That was when we were doing the trial. Trial.
Need your extractor clean?
But yeah, I guess I'll just walk there.
I don't believe in ghosts. Culture.
Hello.
What is your purpose for entering the Seat of Divine Foresight?
Oh, Yun Li's still his body here.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Huaiyan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation.
Oh no. Okay.
But despite all that, I believe in you.
Good, good, as you should.
Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
No.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
What does that mean?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Oh, what have you got? Admire the sword. Hello, you may investigate. What do we have in here?
Yes, it's this case right here.
This seems suspicious. The case gleams with a muted luster, crafted from a material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads, outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the Ringmaster?
She's very young as well.
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the Wardance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Juming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword.
Yanqing, are you hearing this? This is your way of getting your own sword from Master Huang Yun, like you wanted, like you were saying you wanted.
Moreover,
easy
I hear that
grab.
Yen Jing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Jing.
Oh.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
It might be him. Yeah, it looks like Beizhou was right.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Well, we just have to watch. Find out.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that
Yeah, it could be
prize,
someone completely
we
different.
need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
On an apprentice.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Is this how March gets her imaginary powers?
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
We both just look at March.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
Yes, you
I
March.
noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
She's already giving up on herself. Just accept your fate, March.
Perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
That's what I'm saying. I love how they've added the Trailblazer actually speaking. It's gives them more character, and I just love it.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huaiyan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony.
They can do both.
Plus,
Multitasking's
I heard that
great.
each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights.
Exactly.
You've been
You
an
can learn
apprentice
from
for
yourself.
years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
If you can't teach someone how to swordplay, that means that you still have a lot to learn about yourself, about what you can do to improve as well.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Time for you to become the best swordmaster on the Express. It won't be a walk in the park, that's for sure. It's all up to you though.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
She does that? She shoots us in the butt? March, you should really be watching where you point your bow.
Hey, I've never missed my target.
So it wasn't accidental?
Then I'm on board.
Damn,
Thank you
March,
for your
March is
kindness,
out for me.
General Huaiyan.
She's really out for me.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah, it should be.
General Huaiyan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself
we are the
during
real
war
deal.
dance, which is why he even dragged Yunli into this. What began as a simple contest between two swordmasters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
We will. No worries. Anyway, oh no, that's just answering. Answering a few questions is no big deal. Perhaps we should just pack up and leave tonight. No worries.
Don't worry, General.
We can answer questions.
No matter what happens,
we can do that.
I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jing Yuan.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
That's sweet. Heck yeah. Bei Zhao meets with her old comrade in arms.
The illustrious Merlin's claw waiting for me. And for so long, too. It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
Didn't expect them to meet up. They be old comrades in arms.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other.
30 years? I forget Foxy and Life's spans are longer, but that's still a crazy time to not see each other.
Yes, back then you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
This is a sad reunion.
Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kaqiu?
Jiao Chou. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission.
Oh, that's sweet, actually.
Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today.
That's it. Yao Qing's been at her side for like 30 years. That's crazy.
Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to
So I
know
want to
that
know
you're
what her
safe
health
and
condition
sound.
is.
Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons.
Oh, do we get to see them again? Jing Liu and Lo Xiao? I really want to see them again. I want to see what's up with them.
The Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lune to re-enter the Luofu.
thereby unlocking the luminescent depths within Scale Gorge waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Videodera's dutiful watch over the ambrosial arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule?
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead?
This guy?
The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned.
Damn,
until the end
why
of
are
the
you trying to visit him?
I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns.
That makes
That's
sense.
why I
They're
was sent
scared.
here, to reassure them.
They're scared of Hule. Why wouldn't you be? Look at this guy.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Why is she staring at me like that? She's like that one meme where it's the guy with like the blue eyes and it's just staring into your soul. This is what she reminds me of. She's also smiling, which is not matching the vibe of what she's saying. And also, Yukong over here, no smile. She looks very serious. They're not matching each other's vibes. Maybe this is just the character face showers, but she needs to stop looking at me with those gorgeous blue eyes of hers, because it's kind of creeping me out now.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Ron May was there? Ooh. We arrived at the inn. The night. I don't like the noise going on. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
I don't know. Oh, March is over there. But I do feel like this is a good time to actually finish the stream, you know? Day 2. We will start day 2 tomorrow. Or whenever we end up streaming. Probably not tomorrow. Probably doing a Genshin stream tomorrow, methinks. but because we did an event before we started, we still got quite a bit through. So generally, I do think there's still quite a lot to get through, but it's getting late for me. So what I'm going to do, because even if I was gonna say that's part of it. So we've completed this, and then this is the next bit until we can do this, because it's the yeah. So we clearly have day 2 to complete, and then if we still have time, we can start doing this and get March and do this event thing. Oh, we also have Yunli's companion quest, so we might end up doing that as well. But that does bring us to the end of our stream for today. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me for today, and I can't wait to see you all for the next stream. Bye bye!